What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you had a great week. It's another Friday night here, and you're here. No, we are. You're here with the Infinity Equation. I'm your host, aka Dante, aka Dante, aka Dark. I cannot say anything tonight. Get anything right tonight. I am here, solo doling the show. Just me by myself. So bear with me. Uh, it's probably gonna pretty be short. Now, a lot of things to talk about, but it's probably gonna be a short episode. But let's see who we got here in the chat with us. We got Stratos says, "Hey, how's everyone doing? Hope you all have a great weekend." Unfortunately, I don't usually get weekends off, but I still on Fridays. Happy to be here. Well, I'm happy you're here too. Don Machicciardo says, "Hello there." Pokey87 says, "Happy Friday, Goon Squad." Don says, "Currently unboxing a 30-pound pile of loot." Woo, woo, woo. Bart says, "Howdy." Four Feathers says, "What's up, Dante and everybody? How you doing, Four Feathers?" Turtle Buster says, "What up, Doe? Heard they made more transfer songs, and they removed Rogue's Cake." We'll talk about that in a few. We're gonna talk about that tonight. Robert Diaz says, "I'm all about the best hero in the land, Deadpool. He's the best thing since AOA Comics." Yeah, okay. Professor Dom, I'm slowly building up a pile myself. All right. But thank you all for being here. If you are new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. Greatly helps the channel grow. If you weren't here last week and you want to catch up, we did have Roy Burdine on the show. He was the director of Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So if you did miss that episode, you can go back and catch it. And if you like to, sign up for a membership too as well. You get early notice of certain guests that are going to be on or certain things that we'll do for our members only. So there you go. So let's roll right into it. It's a busy week from well, not just say like a super busy week for toys, but there was some toy news. We'll go into that first. We'll hit those marks first before we go into the big Marvel hysteria of this week. Let's see what we got here. Let me pull this up real quick. Wasn't a whole lot of news. We do know that Mezco is having a Mezco fair next year. Excuse me, next week. Not next year. Next week. Also, as well, there is ZoloCon is next week, but also Four Horsemen Sale is going into effect next week as well. So that's next Saturday. So you'll be able to get any Four Horsemen figures, Mythic Legions that you miss. Dom says Syndicate Collectibles launching their site on Monday. Not familiar with them. Syndicate Connect Collectibles. What did they make? I don't remember. Not sure if I heard of them or not. Trying to think of what's going on, Paul. How you doing? Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, so that is the big stuff next week. And also Loose Collector doing Rob Liefeld stuff. These figures will have feet. I cracked myself up. But yes, let's see. Greg says Hero Collection showed off some Legends and Black Series figs that have been announced in demand towards Ozri. Yes, I was going to talk about that as well. If you didn't go check out Dan Hu and Hero Collections Instagram, go check it out. They were in demand toys, and they did show off some of the newer Legends that are coming out and the new Black Series figures that are going to hopefully start showing up this year. Turbo says that Mega Man by 3-0 looks dope, and they added TMNT to Fortnite. They need figures for those. I'm sure they will. There's not a turtle underneath the sun they have not gotten to yet. Dom says they had a booth at San Diego Comic-Con. They're doing the Bloodsport figures. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't know that was the name of the company I was doing them. Man, Beast Boy said, "Get my Bloodsport on." What's going on, Felipe? I got Four Feathers, says Paul. Man Beast Boy says that's them, right? Man Beast Boy also says, "What up, y'all?" Rasmus here says, "But will they be packed with pouches?" Probably. Bart says, Greg, you're not guest hosting tonight. Portfolio says, Dante, I just was about to ask you, how do you feel about the Rob Liefeld figures? Um, if Loose Collector's doing them, I'm okay with it. Like I don't really have any issues with them. Like I said, the only issue I have with Rob Liefeld is he's like got his hooks always clean to Deadpool, and he draws characters with no feet. That's my real issue with him. So there's not he's okay. Like it's sad when I can say I can kind of tolerate him more than Todd McFarlane. So I don't know. Greg said Trevor's Legend of the Year was Show Off Angel. Yes. Turtle Buster says, I want them to drop the Double Dragon figures as well. Bloodsport. I would love to get those Double Dragon figures. I did remember seeing those. It was good. When you read comics, do you read them in character? Felipe asks. That is a good question. Like sometimes I read, like I guess it depends, like the comic I'm reading, and when I'm reading it, I do like. Right now, I'm reading through a old Thor comic. It was like right after Heroes Reborn, and like when I read the words, I can like kind of like hear it in like a Thor kind of voice, like "Hear thou," like. So yeah, I depend on character. Yeah, I would say depend on character. Like, most times, yes. Now, if it's a new comic that I don't know the characters are, my head kind of like makes up like headcanon voice for them. So it kind of goes that way. What's going on, Stryden? Let's see. Turbo says, I'm not feeling Rob's figures mostly because I don't know the characters. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Not a lot of characters are known by Rob Liefeld that he's done. So we'll see. I'm excited for it. Loose Collector's doing it, and I'm sure they'll do an amazing job with them. They'll knock it out of the park with that. So yeah, I have no problem with it. Bart says hello. Dom says Loose Collector can save save on sculpting feet. No, because they actually have to sculpt the feet for the figure to have balance and stance. Greg says, beware Liefeld figures if they look like Heroes Reborn Captain America. That is very true. Hey, Alex says, not only should you tolerate Liefeld, but you also must appreciate Liefeld. Liefeld is life, and life is good. All right. Yeah, I didn't know he was Conan now, but okay. By Chrome. Bart says, I hope that the pouches on the Liefeld figures are removable so I have lots of fodder for custom. And Man Beast says, feathers. Paul Dom. Oh, yeah. And Man Beast, when's the next con for you, Dom? And Greg says, Alex, what happens when AI copies Liefeld style art? There'll be a lot of characters with no feet. There you go. That's it. A lot of characters, no feet. So I did kind of want to get into this because I think this might be my next side Hot Toys figure. It's a Superior Spider-Man. Peter Parker is Superior Spider-Man. I'm not sure why I say Peter Parker because this is more Otto Octavius. But yeah, I really man, this suit looks good. This, especially with the Waldos, this looks amazing. It's got the clawed hands, you got the webs. But yeah, this looks amazing. I don't know. Very little have I gone into Hot Toys. I only have one so far, and I think this might be my second one because I do love Superior Spider-Man. But this looks good. The figure looks great. I love the gloved hands, how they look. The web ornaments, just the whole suit itself looks amazing. But yeah, look at that. Oh man, this looks great. Stop it, Alex. Stop it. I see what you type, Alex. That's nonsense. Nonsense. But yeah, this looks great. This is hard to pass up. Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. This does need to be put into like 6-inch form. The last Superior Spider-Man we got was not that great, but I think it's time for a redo. I really think it's time for it to be updated. They're saying interchangeable eyepieces on here. So you get interchangeable eyepieces, newly designed pincers with enhanced articulation. Excuse me. Detailed suit with asymmetric patterns and black spider symbol, stand, hands, webbing, you name it, they got it. Really, Stride? Really? Says you make no sense here. Your hero are simply for Superior and his Waldos, but have no love for Iron Spider because I didn't like that suit. That's the reason why I didn't like that Iron Spider suit. I like Superior Spider-Man suit. That's a good looking suit to me. I didn't like Iron Spider. I didn't like that suit. Sorry, that's just me. It is what it is. That's how I feel. By Chrome. Let's see. If you did miss it, these did go back up on Hasbro Pulse website. Unfortunately, the 8th anniversary Deadpool was sold out. So unfortunately, you won't be able to grab this one, but I'm sure the Deadpool with Scooter is available. But this is a good one to have in your collection. If you can still grab it, if it goes back up, still a great one to have. This one, if you can get it at a decent price, yeah, I say grab this one as well too. If you can grab that, because it does come with the original Hydra Bob head, which is a different color than the Hydra Bob that we got in the 2-pack. But you can, you have a second head if you find somebody who can paint a little bit lighter, lighten up that green a little bit, you're good. It also did come with stickers too. So yeah, I'm not surprised, I'm not surprised, but they did put it up on Hasbro Pulse. I don't remember if it's cheaper than when it originally was put out first. But yeah, they did put it up for sale. Let's see, they don't have the prices here. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh no, yeah, the Scooter is $39.99 and the AVF is $24.99. So, if you want to get your Deadpool fix in, I say try to go get the 80th anniversary over the Scooter, but that's just me. Excuse me. Now, this is kind of information I missed over. McFarlane movie Maniacs coming from the NBC Universal Properties. So expect some more monsters from Toddy Mack from the NBC properties. Let's see. McFarlane's announced a collaboration with Universal Products and Experiences to expand the movie Monster Maniacs brand with a range of posable pose figures. Oh, the pre-pose. That takes it right out the window. But the first wave of figures include Jake Blues and the Blues Brothers, Andy Stitzer from the 40-Year-Old Virgin, and the dude from the Big Lebowski. Fans can be on the lookout for more exciting nostalgic characters to come in future waves. Each incredibly detailed 6-inch figure comes with a number art card, scenic backdrop, and is posed in an environmental base. A digital collectible will also be released for each figure. A digital collectible. What is a digital collectible? Oh my goodness. Here we go with this nonsense. A digital collectible. What is that? Like, what does that mean? Like, I'm just collecting digital stuff? Like, something you have to save, and you're trying to be like, oh, look at this NFT cool thing. Look at that. Let's see. Strauss says, I'm an old school guy. I'm actually just old. Like the original figures better. That's just me. Robert says Deadpool and Moped as $39.99 OG release. Four Feathers says I missed on him last time, so I'm getting him. One to rock and one to stop. There you go. Best Deadpool, Robert says, best Deadpool for collectors to get their hands on is the HasCon Deadpool. That is true. Yes, that is true. Yeah, that's what I figured, Robert. The digital collectible equals an NFT, and it's just stupidness. What's going on, Ratface? Says, what's up? Hello, everybody. Yes, NFT. Service says that Batman, Aqua, etc. got to be a Target. Got to be at Target. I don't know. I don't know if that's at Target. I don't know if that Frosty Batman is at Target. No, it's a GameStop exclusive. That's what it is. It's a GameStop exclusive. So there you go. What's going on, Happy? How you doing? Yeah, I'm not going over just Azrael Curse White Knight. It's just another rehash in another different color. He's just milking it. This is the only thing that looked decent. These actually look like figures that you can actually do something with. They look, I'm not going to say these are the greatest, but I think this is a better ones he's putting out so far. Wait, so why is it saying digital? Hold on, I gotta read this because I didn't notice it's saying digital. McFarlane's dropping another new subline today with the DC Multiverse Space. DC Multiverse is actually nowhere on the boxes, but they're repaints and reuses of 3 core characters: Batman, Aquaman, Hal Jordan. Each feature has a classic-inspired look and comes with extras such as alternate heads, hands, weapons. In addition, each of them will get a digital copy via McFarlane Toys Digital. What's a digital copy? So I'm buying a figure and I'm getting a digital copy of the figure. And they're branding as DC Direct. So you're getting the figure, but you're getting a digital copy of the figure. So I'm trying to see what this says here. Account. So scratch above, reveal the code, create your account, log in, and redeem the code on the left panel screen and follow instructions to the pop-up window. Yeah, so basically it's a digital copy of the figure. That's just more NFT stuff. But he actually gives these figures, these DC Direct figures, actually have more accessories to them, which is funny. Batman looks like he has a little bit of lipstick on for some reason. I don't know why. But these actually don't look half bad. I can't knock these. These don't look that bad. Aquaman's face looks kind of sad, but yeah, these don't look too bad. Wow. Cheesing and just like a blank face. That's just great. That's just great. Yeah, like here I thought he was about to turn the corner on stuff. And here we go. But they do have shoot, I can't think of it now. My head's I just drew a blank. And this, we talk about Hasbro not putting no paint on stuff, but this has barely any paint on it. It's just painted yellow and that's it, or molded in yellow, and that was it. They were just like, call it a day. No actual shading in it, no nothing. Come on now. And this is just weird, man. It has the old it has the old cartoon Aquaman logo on it, not like the comic Aquaman logo. I don't know. See, somebody who did this? Who did this? Man, this man looked like he was standing like Spawn, cockeyed, sashayed. I don't know. They didn't give him a good head sculpt. That's not a great head sculpt. Now, Hal Jordan, on the other hand, looks decent. This is a good looking Hal Jordan. is just the breakup of this here. This just looks weird. It doesn't look flush. It looks so weird. It just breaks up the whole figure, and it just irritates me so much. But like I said, I'm glad like they actually look decent, but to put on a DC Direct name, and it to me it just if you're gonna let DC Direct do it, let them do it. But like make them let them make the figures, but don't put your name on top of it and say, "Hey, this is DC Direct." But the Hal Jordan actually looks passable. Silver Age Hal Jordan. What is NFTs? Yeah, it's just weird that this Aquaman they gave him like the cartoon character and a cartoon like font, but like the rest of these are kind of like more like the comic book look of the characters. That's a good question, Greg. I haven't read any of the Green Lanterns recently, so this could be uh like from a story where it looks like that as a construct, but it's not. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I haven't read a DC comic in a while. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't read a Green Lantern comic in a while. Idan says that Hal looks a bit better than the first. He looks more animation style. Yeah, he does. Like I said, like the Hal Jordan actually looks pretty decent. Shadow says, did anyone get the new superpowers Batwing where the canopy snapped off? I didn't. I don't fool with that stuff. But if anybody in comics did, let Stratos know. Felipe says, bruh, Tony Mac is still doing diaper nonsense. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Robert says that Aquaman head sculpt looks like a red brown, a red brown sculpt from his Captain America movies. Oh, red sculpt. No, red brown. Red brown. Why's that name sound familiar? I'm trying to think of that name. The name sounds familiar. I just can't put the face to it. Turbo says Todd refused to make a generic Batman, Aquaman, etc. They all have something wrong or off about them. Exactly. Robert says more accessories for McFarlane means you get one accessory instead of zero, and two when you normally get one. Yeah, very true. Turbo says not creating an account anywhere else. The thighs long again on those DC figures. Yes. Yeah. And Grace says that Bruce Wayne head doesn't match any Bruce Wayne I recall reading. Yeah. I don't know what Bruce Wayne head that is. Like, I don't know. It does look off. I'm not gonna lie to you, it does look off. I don't know. Like, it doesn't look like a Bruce Wayne. It looks like somebody else. But it's not a Bruce Wayne. Hey Kevin, what's going on? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Item says for me, who's after trying to put together an extended Super Friends and caught it between the DCU and these give me pause about Ben McFarlane. I say if you want to collect the DC Superpowers line, now I think you'll be fine with those. With these, you're not really missing anything. Don says I think that's an old DC Direct Bruce head sculpt. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if it is a one of the old ones. Greg said every Green Lantern McFarlane has had batteries or construct. I was still reading Green Lantern then, and they don't know their subject material, just like Hasbro. Hey, what can I say? That's Toddy Mac for you. That's Toddy Mac. He just knows Batman. Everything goes Batman, but everybody else, he's like, whatever. I don't care. Throw whatever you want in there. You could give Green Lantern a piece of pie, and like that's how he powers up his ring. These are 6 inches. These are supposed to be 6-inch figures. Yeah, and DC Direct was always like within that 7-inch line. Yeah, these are 6-inch figures. They're not any taller. They're 6-inch figures. But you can get your digital figure with them. Digitize me, Captain. Digitize me. So there were some leaked photos this week. Preternia posted these on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. X going to give it to you. Looks like we're going to get a 3-pack of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We get the second sister, Cal Kestis, and his Inquisitor Vision Armor, and Purge Trooper with Electro Hammer. So I'm not sure about how I feel about this pack. I'm not sure if I need it or not. So I wouldn't mind Cal Kestis in that Inquisitor armor. I think the only thing that gives me hesitation, because now I'm looking at his hand, he has a gun hand. And I don't see like any blaster in this pack at all. I just see his lightsaber, dual lightsaber. I see his second sister's lightsaber, and I see the hammer, electro hammer. But I don't see any blaster at all. Which, if you're going to give me a 3-pack like this, I need hands. Like, I need hands to interchange out. Like, this should have, Kyle Kestis should have another set of hands. If you're not going to give a blaster, but that's the see that, Kevin, that's the problem that I have with some of these Black Series figures. They need extra set of hands. Not every lightsaber wielding character is blasting a gun around. That's the problem with these. And that's why I'm so picky with my Black Series figures that I get. So this one, I'm on the fence because I would like Cal Kestis in that outfit, but the problem is he has a blaster hand. I don't need a blaster hand. I just want to have like 2 holding hands, like so you can hold the lightsaber. It's a dual lightsaber. When he holds that dual lightsaber, his finger's gonna be like this on it, like he's gonna shoot it, like pew, pew. Grace says second sister really needs a Trilla unhelmeted head. Yes, I agree. Like they could have threw that in there. If you want to make this a 3-pack and make it a value, put the second head in there, head sculpt in there for Trilla. If that's who it's going to be, put extra hands in there for Cal Kestis. Even the Purge Trooper has a trigger hand, and he's going to be holding a giant hammer. That to me, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. Yes, for this. Yeah, I'm sure Todd McFarlane's like, all right, Green Lantern guy. Hal Jordan? Give him a piece of pie. I don't care what he uses. He pops his ring off of a cherry pie. That's what he does. Don says the sizing on DC Direct stuff has me confused because I know they changed sizes partway through, but then it seems like there were more branding changes than just 2. Yeah, so they did have like the smaller figures, but they were still considered DC Direct, but they were great. They were great looking figures. I can't remember what the formal name was for them, but they did come out with a huge wide range of them. They were great. They came with a lot of accessories too, and I feel like they were worth it. They were more worth it. But yeah, DC Direct, most of DC Direct stuff was like 6.5 to 7 inches tall, I want to say. See, Greg says, Donnie, didn't you know all Jedi had trigger finger hands? Yeah, unfortunately. Robert says, Dante, all Jedi's come with gun hands via Hasbro stupidity. Which makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Strident says, and still no unmasked second sister head. Yep. Turbo says, Todd needs to just make generic Stan Justice League design. Yeah, I agree with you. Bart says, when does this drop? I don't know. This week, these were early leaks, so there's no date on them. I don't think they've been even announced yet. So these are just like early leaks, like stuff that hasn't been announced. Robert says Dante is giving his Chewbacca defense for why he won't buy more Black Series. I'm very picky and choosy on my Black Series figures that I get. The Black Series figures are, how can I put this? Not all of them are super great. and they always come out with the same Black Series figure like 6 or 7 times. How many Darth Vaders have we gotten? How many Anakins? How many Obi-Wans? Like how many more of those same characters that we need? Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Mandalorian. How many more do you need to come out with? So that's why I'm very picky, because I don't need those. I just want certain characters from Star Wars that I enjoy. Greg says Black Series only has trigger finger hands. No other sculpt exists, nor three piece PC Con Star Killer. That is true. Star Killer does come with some extra hands. They're DC icons. Thank you, Idon. DC are their icons and DC Essentials. And there's another, I think, yeah. DC icons were the smaller size figures. They were really great. They were awesome. I'm sad they ended that line so soon, because I think they could have continued. I think they would have made a better DC. They were making better DC figures than Todd is right now. And the only thing about them, they weren't mass retail store figures. They are more comic shop, order online figures, like from online retailer figures. They weren't in Target. If those figures, I think, were like hitting mass retail, I think they would have been booming. They would have done better, and DC Direct would never lost that license to Todd McFarlane. So yeah. Turtle Buster, there's a Ghostbusters movie coming next month, and no real promotion or merch. Barebone kids toys and no Plasma Series figures, Ecto or playset, not even an Ultimate style from Super 7. I guess they're waiting to see how it goes. Because like most Ghostbusters, and I know some of us do enjoy Ghostbusters, like watching movies and cartoons. We just don't know how to feel about it. Like the last one, I was kind of like iffy on it. It was okay. I wouldn't say it's great. It was okay. Some things I think they could have did better on. There's some things they could have left out. But I'm not going to say like, oh, it was a great Ghostbusters, great, revamp, a great continuation of the Ghostbusters story. And this one, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel about it either. Four Feathers Black Series is a dying line. TVC is doing better and has more, in my opinion. That's true. They do. Bart says hasn't been announced yet. Why are they playing with my emotions, Dante? I don't know. Bart. I couldn't tell you. Grace says Bart, it's like Dante saying he's going to do Gunpla. Oh my goodness. Here you go, starting that is. Robert says I never get enough Mandos. Mandalorians are life. Okay. All right. That's for you, sir. Robert says, can't wait for this Night Owl Army Builders. Yes, we're going to get into these in a second. Ina says, I need to finish off Scar Squadron, and I like some of the Jabba guards / skiff guards and Black Series. Yeah, that's funny that they haven't really you never really seen like Black Series like release like an Army Trooper pack, kind of like sometimes like what Legends line does. Like I'm surprised. Like, hey, here's a 2-pack of skip guards or 3-pack of skip guards. Like Dom says icons were small and people complained they were too small back then. They were great but fragile. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure about the fragile part, but I agree they were a great line. Mattel DC finally dialed in right sculpt and articulation in the last wave after losing the license. True. Idon says, I've got DC Essentials Nightfall Batman, and he's a great sculpt. Unfortunately, he has a broken foot. I'm sorry, buddy. Turbo said last week was meh. I didn't like it. I just want merch from real Ghostbusters. And that's the thing. Like, I'm surprised they haven't leaned into that a little bit more. Like, they haven't leaned for Ghostbusters. They haven't leaned into the real Ghostbusters line to bring out to have more toys out there. But I don't know. Like, I guess is how much of it's going to sell and how much it's going to sit, because we've seen Ghostbusters figures sit on the shelf too for like a very long time, and then hit the side retail stores like Ollie's, Ross, all of them. So the question is like, are they really going to like fly off the shelves like that? Dick says that what the Ross $6 starting lineups are good for Star Wars heads. They could be, yeah. I didn't think about that. Turbo says Hasbro show Power Rangers. They didn't even do the black and yellow helmet, unfortunately. Yeah, hopefully next year. I think, and I don't know if I said this on here before, and or just in passing with someone else. I think what they should have done was Power Rangers, like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Do that, do the monsters, like spread it out throughout the year, maybe into like the year after. Spread out the team. Like, hey, we got the Red Ranger, and we got like these 4 monsters. Here's the Black Ranger, these 4 monsters. We got the Green Ranger, these 4 monsters. Kind of split up like that throughout the year. I think that would have probably been a better plan because you can still build your Power Ranger team to me, but then you have the monsters for them to go against as well too. Happy says Maestro Union, Monkey Max, and others up for pre-order at Gundamit. Oh, nice. And Turtle Bus says real Ghostbusters Ultimates would be my grail at the end of me getting Ghostbusters stuff, trying to sell the one I got from the Hasbro one now. Oh wow. I'm sure you'll probably be able to sell that one. You'll be able to sell that, push that one out there. This is from Toys Eye, Toy News International. Early sighting of Mad Marauders. You got Sergeant Slaughter. Looks like he comes with some of the same stuff. No, I'm sorry. He comes with a little bit more than what he did in his original packaging. So it looks like he comes with some. Hold on, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. So he looks like he comes with a weight, some boxing gloves, 2 sets of hands. I can't tell if this is a knife, his whistle. Maybe that's his hat. I can't really tell because the picture's like kind of blurry. Weapon, and I don't know what's down here, like over on this side, but I can see there's one set of hands here and another set of hands here. I'm assuming these are boxing gloves. And then he comes with the little mini Sergeant Slaughter, and he's repainted in a different color as well too. And then as part of Mad Marauders colors, they got Low Light, Spirit, and I don't know what that says. Niall? I don't know. But basically the repaints of Low Light and Spirits. So you got repaints of those as well. So, as a Joe fan, it's something, you wanted them in the Mad Marauders colors. Here you go. Let's see. Robert says, I just want my 6-inch scale Nancy Knight from Power Rangers. See, and that's what I think. Saying, like, if they would have brought, like, spaced it out, you would have had those monsters from the show. Let's see. Greg says, Lightning Collection really needed to do popular main villains of the seasons we had at Rangers. None were made but MMPR. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I gotta take a sip because man, there's a lot of talking. I ain't done this much talking in my life. Bart says, Sarge skips leg day. It looks like I don't know. It could be just the way this picture's taken too. These are kind of like blurred, a little bit blurred. They're not clear pictures. I mean, okay. I appreciate whoever took the pictures, showed them all. But Dak, in this day and time, like, who does not have a good cell phone with a good camera on there? And if you're taking this with an iPhone, that should tell you like iPhone camera's crap. But if you're taking pictures of these, like at this point in time, like phones camera should have the like this should be a lot sharper than it should be. Unless you're taking this with a flip phone camera, then I can understand how it looks like this. Turtle Buster said they should or they shouldn't have released them as team sets and then put Putty's pre-post figures in a set and the monsters as a wave, as 3 a wave, main ones over monsters of the week. Yeah, that would work too. I agree with that. Like I said, any way that it would have been better to spread it out and make the line longevity last a little bit longer, so you wouldn't have to take that break. That's, I think, would have been better. We're Fantastic Toy Adventures. Hello, everyone. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Grace says Sarge has his same minifig, not redeco to match him. Yeah, I didn't notice that too. Archie, always on time, never late, but always on time. That's right, Gray. Auto clock alert, hide your flame effects. And then Art says hide your female action figures. Forfeit says these figs are long game for me. They're just repaints. Yeah. Ross says these were taken with a flip phone camera. I agree with you 100% on that. It feels like these were on a flip phone camera. Grace says Sarge is just a repaint of the existing, repainted to a bad wrestling warmer outfit with that blue and black green. Yeah, I'm not too like the colors on this is just like Ugh. That's why I think these like if I find them discounted down like at a cheaper price or clearanced out, then I may grab it. But other than that, I think the only one I'll probably grab out of this set is Sarge, and that's it. But other than that, yeah, these are not like high on the list. Like, oh, I need to get these. Turtle said what I said about meme videos and ghost ones. The quality shouldn't have be bad. The quality shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Art says you leave my Motorola alone. Oh, Art, this you taking pictures, man? Give up that flip phone, sir. Time to get a new phone. Time to move up to the new age. Tom says Nokia for life. Where's the last one flip phone camera? Yo, like if you look at these pictures, like they look like flip phone camera style. Grace says LC could have done a build a monster for their waves. That would have been cool. I thought that'd be something that they would go with, but they didn't. Grace says I would love to see a DS or DI react to this Sarge repaint. Who's DS or DI? I'm not sure who that is. Rob says my Blu-ray purchase of Ghost Stories is better buy than these. Oh man! All right. Oh wow! All right. Then announced by Hasbro Pulse, we're getting a Pulse fan stream on February 20th at 11 a.m. So who knows what's going to be on there? Sure, probably Rectangle has dropped some hints to that. But we'll wait and see. I'm not trying. I don't spoil myself anymore. I just kind of will wait and see. Like what I want to be surprised. So I'm excited to see what's coming up this year. Hopefully, it's finally a spot figure. Maybe, hopefully, we can talk about getting Cardiac. You know what? There's some other characters I was thinking of that we haven't gotten in like Legends form, and I can't remember it. Like now, I cannot remember it. Oh, Greg says drill sergeant or drill instructor, depending on the branch. Gotcha. Diggs figure says blurry leak photos always feel like the company leaked them. Yeah, but that like at this point, like everybody should have like some decent phone that can take some good pictures. Don says if we get a spot, you need to reveal. I've been begging for the reveal. Yo, I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. I wanted to do the reveal for the spot. I want to do the reveal for like a Marvel Legends comic spot. Like I don't care. I will beg and plead for that. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like that is my boy. That is like my boy. The spot. Love him. Grace says Diggs or someone in the factory who thinks they need to see the ugly. Trent says we need a comic Hawkeye Ronin. You know what? Yeah, we do need a redo of him. Superior Spider-Man, I would say, needs to be redone as well. a new Luke Cage. We just got the classic one, but we do need a new modern Luke Cage as well. Hey, Disavow says, what's going on? All have a great weekend, having a belated Valentine night with a Tizzle. I hope you all enjoy. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend as well. Happy ollie hunting, discount store hunting. Archie says, I looked through my old Marvel Universe cards to see what characters haven't been done yet. Yeah, I do too sometimes. Like, I'm really surprised with a lot of characters that haven't been done. That actually, what is it? I bought a book off of Amazon, and it was showing like there's a lot of characters like I forgot about that were Marvel characters. And it's like almost like one of those A to Z, the Marvel. It's like the old school Marvel Encyclopedia A to Z books. So yeah, maybe one day I'll just do just a quick live stream on that. But yeah, there's some characters that we have not seen yet. Because there's some Ghost Rider characters we haven't gotten in figure form or redone in figure form as well. Robert says we need a Marvel vs. Deadpool corpse wave. That worked. I fully agree with that. Grace says, "Hey, Tizzle stole disavow for the night." That is very true. This fellow says Dante deserves a spot. I appreciate it. Sharon says, "Have a great Valentine, disavow." Four Feathers says, "Have a happy Valentine's Day with Alyssa disavow." Total Buster says, "I want them to do MVC2 packs like Toy Biz. Big Eye Spidey with the lighter blue and red, Need Marrow, and Blackheart 2. Yeah. You know what? I think I forget who was with Ryu. I think it was it Magneto Ryu? I can't remember who was with Ryu. But yeah, they teamed up with Jada Toys. Oh my goodness, that would be your connection right there. Jada Toys and Hasbro team up to do Marvel's Capcom 2 and 3. That would be dope. I would buy those 2 packs in a heartbeat. Ratface44 says, I think it's going to be Deadpool movie figures. It could be. That is very true. It could be Deadpool movie figures. But I don't know. Would they reveal them this early before the movie drops? Because, they probably be giving away some characters that would be in the movie. Grace says, Archie, there are a lot of characters made in the 2000s that haven't gotten a Hasbro Marvel Legends release yet. Really popular characters. Rafe says, because I really need Deadpool movie figures re-release, I'll be all over that. Rafe says, have a good weekend, Tim. Let's see. Oh, what's going on, Mega Web? It says, go watch Madam Web as a Valentine date. It's $1 billion box office. No, it's not. He's lying to you. Don't listen to him. Madam Web is not worth your time. Wait till that comes on VOD. You'll be good with that. Robert says, if Jada teamed up with Hasbro, will we get a new Sakura? Yes, you would probably get your Sakura. Okay, you would get your Sakura. If that's what you want me to say, yes. This is about Zolcon soon, all night, all. Yes, Zolcon next Saturday. Can't wait. Can't wait to see everybody. Can't wait to get my Mythic Legions. Can't wait to get my my Knight from them, because hopefully they'll have them there, and get my Zolcon exclusive figure. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Total Buster says technically they can make Strider, Captain Commando, Morgan, etc. Just say they are based off the Toy Biz figures and not the game, if that's the hold off. I don't think that's the hold off exactly, because Capcom still owns the rights to those characters. So I would think they would have to talk to Capcom to say, hey, can we use these characters? Don't make these characters. But I'm just saying, like Jada Toys and Hasbro Marvel Legends, that'd be a decent combination. Grace says, this about how is ATIS letting you pay attention to stream on a night like this? But they'll probably get ready to go out. That's probably why. And then real quick, last for toys, Britannia. I did see these on Metacom's web Instagram as well, but Britannia did post it on Twitter as well. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum figures. I think it looks like we got John, and I forget the other gentleman's name. I can see it, but I can't think of the name. I know his character, but it looks like we're getting those. So if you're a John Wick fan for chapter 3 and 4, there you go. This is the time to grab onto these. Hey, what's going on, Justin Collects? How you doing? Turbo said they would, but as a loophole, they can say it's an update to the original figures, kind of like how they found a loophole for Andrew Garfield head sculpt. Yeah, I can see that. Well, maybe that might work. Yeah, that may work. I don't know on ins and outs, but that may work. Yeah. All right. So Marvel Mania week. That's what I'm calling it. So Sunday started off with the Deadpool trailer. Unfortunately, I can't play it, but due to stupid copyright protection on YouTube. So two things that kind of popped out at people was come up here. An older version of Pyro. Looks like we're going to be seeing. And it looks like we're getting a patch Wolverine as well. What's going on, Northern Nomad? How you doing? This is What Up Toy Collection, suckers. But it looks like we're going to get these two characters in the movie and Deadpool. I'm excited for this movie. I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. This is probably one of my most anticipated movies, along with King Kong and Godzilla. Yeah, this one. Yeah, honestly, like these are the only two movies I'm really excited for. But yeah, I don't see anybody who's not excited for Deadpool. They're truly not excited for it, because this is something we've been waiting for. Hopefully, Disney didn't like hold back on, like say, hey, let's ease it up on this, ease it up on that. You know what, Stratton? Okay, so to that question, I still haven't finished the first Dune, so I can't. So I'm not saying anything bad about it. I didn't finish the first Dune, so Dune 2, I'm sure be pretty exciting. I have to finish the first one so I can be excited for the second one. So, just in saying that, I didn't finish. Like I started watching Dune, but I didn't finish it. I forget something stopped me from finishing it, but I just didn't finish it. So, Dune 2, I'm sure is on most people's list too, as well. But for me right now, it's just Godzilla and Deadpool. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Prime to the first talking about beef. Ain't nobody want to bring no beef in 2024. I thought we left that in 2023. Actually, I thought we left that in 2022. You and your beefaroni. But in all seriousness, folks, if you want an arcade, Prime has a good sale he's got going on for arcades. Hit this man up. He makes some great, dope arcades. Like he puts his hard work, he puts his sweat and tears into it. Literally, he puts his sweat and tears. Like the sweat holds everything together, and the tears, are him crying about it and keeping it together. But yeah, definitely, go hit him up. He does great work. I would not steer you wrong with him. He's amazing artist on these arcade cabinets. And also, if you do want, you still get. I think you still get your arcade cabinets for super action stuff as well too. I got mine in. They're amazing. They're great. The accessories you get with it are super fantastic. I cannot highly speak more of Greg and his work that he's done. I can't wait till the next one he has comes out. So no, Robert, no Blood and Honey 2 is not. Oh. I don't even know why they did 2. Is Gambit and Deadpool? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if he. You know what? We'll just see. I don't know if we're gonna get the copyright for this, but we're gonna mute it. So YouTube doesn't know. Hopefully they won't pick it up and see it. And we'll just say we didn't really watch it. We were just like kind of humming over. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna skip to certain parts. Hopefully that'll skip over me trying to get copyrighted as well too. But there's certain parts here that kind of looks like the Fox Studios being killed off. And so like this looks like Sokovia. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Where's that? Trying to find where it was at. Let me see here. It's not it. Yeah, here looks like this is like Sokovia almost. I want to say. I don't know if anybody really, if anybody thinks something different, it could be. But this kind of reminds me of like Sokovia, like in this area a little bit when they were fighting Hydra. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Prime. No, it's a year than me. Happy says Spot was great and Across the Spider-Verse. Want more of him? I do too. I wish the second part was coming out this year. I hope it's coming out this year. I hope they move it up so it comes out in 2024 instead of 2025. Jarvis says Mickey Mouse Trap is also on my radar for 2024. I did not even hear about that one, but I'm good on that. Gray says Spot shows up in Deadpool to bring mutants into the Spider-Verse. Strider says Channing has been sucking up to Reynolds to make him Gambit. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Omega Weapon says Dune 2 and Gladiator 2 has high hopes. That's what I heard. I think Gladiator was just a one-off movie and it's just good as it is. You didn't mean to make a second one to it because the first one was so good for Russell Crowe. Like you didn't need a second one. Grace says I still don't get how Gladiator 2 can work. Yeah, I agree with you, Grace. I don't understand it either. Idon saying this is Sokovia. And Happy says Deadpool and Spot could be fun. Yeah, that could. Yeah, it could be a good one. And real quick, I just want to shout out Happy Accident. Yo, if you haven't gone to see his YouTube channel, check it out. He's put some good stuff out there. Amazing work. So go check him out as well. Let's see. I'm not sure where this looks like. And then we got a picture of Pyro, but we don't know who this masked character is either. We don't know if this just could be just an extra person or it could be somebody that we've seen before as a mutant. So this is very interesting. Interesting little thing here. And like I said, here's more. Looks like Sokovia, maybe. I can't really tell because of the truck. And then this right here. So this looks like the depth, like I don't know if it's like a Wasteland of Fox Studio characters, but we can tell this is the Fox Studio logo right here. Greg says Deadpool getting portal hit left and right. Yep, we need that. Don says it's Bane. Do you know why I wear this mask? Idon says there's another shot that looks to be the skull from Hulk's room in Ragnarok, but it doesn't look like Hulk's room from Ragnarok. I missed that as well. I have to go back to the trailer and see. Idon says, yeah, that's the Fox logo. Yeah, this is likely the space at the end of time, like in Loki season 1. It could, yeah, it definitely could be. And then we get this image here. Wolverine, excuse me, where Deadpool's talking to looks like Wolverine. But then also, too, if you look over to the right, just a tad bit. Wait for it to load. Look at the comic. Secret Wars. I just noticed that. Happy says, I wish we could get 6-inch or even 1/8 Mad Max figures and vehicles. I have some from the mid 2000s, but need modern. That'd be cool. I'd be down for some Mad Max figures. Makes the Gladiator continues from the boy. Yeah, do I really need to see from his point of view though? That's the thing. Like I said, the first one's such a great movie as its own standalone. Do we really need to see from the son's perspective? But finishing up with this here, you have Secret Wars comic over here to the right of Deadpool, and then we see the looming shadow of Wolverine. So, and we get the title of the movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. So, there you go. And then on Valentine's Day, they announced the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, Fantastic Adventure. With all the actors and actresses playing the particular characters of the Fantastic Four. And it looks like we might get a Herbie in there as well. I don't know, is this just for the like this drawing? But hopefully we may get a Herbie. We got a Thing, and then when he looked like in his human form as an astronaut, we got Johnny, we got Sue, and then we got Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. So these suits, the suits look more like it's kind of like a 50s, 60s style, that kind of setting. But I think they did say this is gonna like kind of be in that timeline, that time frame. But then also we got some more news. I can't stand Prime. He says, I just want to hear the Thing yell, cousin, at least once. Strine says, I prefer the other title, Wolverine. And good Lord. But we did also get some other updates too from Deadline Hollywood, saying Thunderbolts moves up next year. So we know that's still continuing on. Don says, I like Pedro Pascal, but I feel like he's in too many major franchises. Pedro Pascal's been getting around in every franchise at this point. Like, there's no franchise that he's not been in almost. He's been in Star Wars. He's been in DC. Now he's in Marvel. Like, yo, this man has been around the block. Like, he's made it. He's like, looks like we made it. But the big news was this. X-Men 97 finally getting a release date, finally being shown to the masses. This is during that last season when the animation quality dropped badly. Yeah, you're right, Prime. He is like Mario. He's in every stream. I'm super excited for this. I can't wait to see this. Looks like we got some of the Morlocks there. Which is, you know what? Which is a nice little throw in here. I want to take this back a little bit. So it says Daily Bugle, and they talk about Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man a mutant? The Hellfire Gala as well. And then it looks like we got some mutants here. So this looks like Maggot, maybe. I forget her. I think this is Dust. I think that's her name. And maybe Banshee. I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. But yeah, looks like we're getting some more mutants in here than we expected to. And the way they were able to reference the Hellfire Gala as well. Text by Eddie Brock, photos by Peter Parker. So that's interesting. Siren. It might, no, I don't think this is Siren. I don't think, is that supposed to be Siren? No, this is Banshee because the shirt's open. So this is Banshee and this is Dust. Yeah. So Maggot, Dust, and I think this is Banshee. I don't know who these two are, and I don't know who this character is either. Ooh, fascist. Well, remember, like, you gotta remember, like Dazzler, she was more like she was the disco queen. Like she, did her thing like disco. So I mean, mutants did like there were mutants who weren't on the X, like just like out there just doing like regular day jobs. Yes, Omega, yes, Lilandra did take Magneto. Excuse me, did take Professor X to try to keep him alive. Happy says F4, my mom's favorite comic when she was a kid. Oh, awesome. Then she'll probably enjoy the movie. But going on through here, and then we see the death of Charles Xavier, and then looks like the Friends of Humanity here. Down with mutants, back to where you came from. Evolution is, I can't really read the sign what this says. And then we got some pictures of, we got some Sentinel hands. And I don't know, I can't tell who that looks like. Maybe it looks like kind of like Wolverine, but I can't really tell from here. Nah, that's the screens on the gala from a couple of years ago in the books. Oh my goodness. We got some troopers here. I can't tell. It looks like United Nations troopers, or I really can't tell. Like on the shoulder, what brand of services maybe? Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, it doesn't have any letters, so I don't know. There might be United Nations because then we see Magneto in front of the United Nations here, but he's in the purple suit. He's not in his regular Magneto suit. So this might be a hearing of some sort that we may get to see. Then we got Xavier School for the Gifted. And then this here, which is, I'm not sure where this era is at. Because you got Magneto and Charles Xavier almost kind of looking to the future for mutants. All right, that's how I'm kind of guessing. And then we got the intro of the X-Men. We got Cyclops, Wolverine, Gambit, Storm. And then we got the X-Men right here. Morph's back with them. They got Bishop, Rogue, Beast as well. And we know Jean Grey is on team as well. I'm saying March of this year, the X-Men return. Greg says the soldiers could be one from the decimation storyline or the force behind all the Sentinel creation that pulled out pull from Hive, AIM, etc., and Powers of X. Yeah, it could be. Need a wave of the out of the recess X-Men team. I'm sorry, you mean recent X-Men team or recess X-Men team? I'm not sure who the recess X-Men team is. We got Bishop. And then I'm assuming this is Jean Grey because we do see her pregnant at the end. So is this Nate Grey being born? Which kid is this being born first? Is it Rachel or Nate? Hopefully we'll find out. This kind of like I'm looking at the scene, it kind of reminds me like almost like of an anime scene. Like because the way that it's stylized and the way that the camera kind of paint, like they had the camera like painting around and the mutant and the sentinels coming up from the ground, almost kind of reminds me like an anime style a little bit. Yeah, for Feathers, I'm excited for it too. This looks good. I'm excited for this show. It's been a long time coming. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we waiting for X-Men fans have been waiting for this. So I've seen a lot of people I've seen a lot of things that made this like people like are divided on this because of certain things that are being said about certain characters, certain way that certain characters looked. But then I just see people who are just generally excited just to have the X-Men back on TV in animation form too. Shrine says the trailer needed more Rogue, but I'll set up a Storm for now. And this was a kind of a cool scene. Like you see like Gambit powering up Wolverine's claws, charging them up. It looks like to take down a Sentinel. And then Cyclops says, "To me, my X-Men," which is kind of a dope line. X-Men 97. There you go. Streaming March 20th. Now, I will say, first glance at this, I'm not too hip on the look of Magneto. But this is kind of like a cool scene because it looks like they just came off the basketball court playing some b-ball. And Jean's the ref because she's pregnant, as we can clearly see here. And they're like, "Yo, Manny, what you doing up in this house?" And he's handing over the last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Robert says, "Whenever I hear changes were made for the modern audience, I check out. I won't fault anyone for liking it, not for me." Understandable. Don says, "I've already seen like 20 photos of Gambit and Wolverine teaming up." Yes, I'm with you on that. Bart says, "X-Men 97 season 2 will be AOA and Dante's All In." Oh my goodness. Oh, Don says these are the Recess X-Men. The B-ball court X-Men. Yo, skins versus shirts. Yo, we can tell who's on what team. Yo, we got Wolverine, Gambit, Bishop. No, wait a minute. Wolverine. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The teams are uneven then. Because if it's skins versus blouses, shirts, well, I should say shirts versus blouses. We got Wolverine, maybe Beast, and probably Rogue. So let's see it. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got an uneven team here. Somebody was sitting on the bench. Somebody was sitting on the bench. Because you got 9 people here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Somebody was sitting on the bench. Somebody had to be sitting on the bench because somebody wasn't playing. Too many players on the court. Foul. Dom says, "I like how Rogue's outfit is just a shirt over the regular costume." Strand says, "The biggest weakness of the show is the animation, which is poor." I'm gonna give it a try. I really want to see the animation itself. Like I said, it kind of is. It's a different style that I really haven't seen used. So I'm gonna wait till for judgment on the show when it comes out. But so far, I like what I seen. Like I said, I'm not personally. I feel like I probably have to watch it, but I feel like Magneto just looks a little bit off. But like I said, I'll have to sit down and watch it, and it may change, and I'll probably change my opinion when I sit there and watch it. Have his original writing staff for the show? No, it's a whole different writing staff. Bo was on with us. He was the director of X-Men 97. So it's a different writing staff. Different things are going to go a little bit different way. Some subtle changes to characters. So there's that. And if it's still up, you want to go back and watch it. He does talk about as much as he can about the show. So that's all I can say for now. Omega says Jean is the ref. Right, she is the ref, but you still got too many players. You got Storm. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That still leaves 9 other people. Don says after the game, he took us inside and served us pancakes. That's probably what happened. Probably maybe he was there. He's like, "Y'all want me to get some pancakes?" Bart says Rogue and Storm were in danger room because they have workout clothes on. I don't know. And Robert says subtle changes is an understatement. Oh my goodness, y'all killing me. And Magneto comes in with the drip suit. He's like, "Yo, I'm dripping in this suit, y'all. I'm dripping." But yeah, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait till it premieres. And then maybe when it premieres, I say this: maybe we can do a show on a weekly basis, depending on how it's put out. If it's all episodes, maybe go through an episode a week. Or if it's one episode per week, just do that. Do a quick show about that. You try to do a watch party. I can see about doing that. Yeah, yeah, we can do that. If everybody's down for it, yeah, we can do a watch party. I don't mind. We can do that. We can do that. Uh, Prime says 3 versus 3 versus 3. It could be. It could be. I don't know. Wildest basketball game you probably watch it anytime. You know what? If they had Kev, he crisscross applesauce them. He'd be like, yo, crisscross applesauce. Got him. He'd be like, no, Cyclops, you can't beam the ball, Cyclops. That'd be Kevin's quote. You can't beam the ball, Cyclops. Wolverine, you can't cut the ball. You can't put your claws in the ball. Come on now. We're just playing basketball, man. Robert says making a do non-binary at left field to full quota is not subtle. I have no comments on that. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Look, I'm just gonna watch the show and go from there. I like what I see was presented to me. I'm just gonna go for there. I mean, Morph wasn't really around a lot in the first season too much. You know what I mean? The first couple of seasons. And as we know, as well too, like they didn't know if they were going to make it past the first season. So a lot of things is out there. Agree. Makes us playing wrestling basketball. And I kind of agree with Greg. Morph is a shapeshifter. He is already anything he wants to be. He was a she at times. So yeah, that is very true. And we're getting Morph in his original state, like, because remember, they were going to use Changeling initially, but they couldn't. So they had to create a character. And Morph was that created character. So there was nothing saying that Morph was this or that. And we've seen Mystique change, like Grayson. I don't see Mystique getting Guffer playing both sides, which is true. We have not seen we've seen Mystique play a man and male and female. So yeah. Yeah, that is true. Though. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Morph is in his AOA look. Yep. So yeah, I mean, and we may get an explanation of why he looks that way in his AOA look, because it could be from experiments, hanging with Mr. Sinister. Because remember, he was with him for a while. Mr. Sinister could experiment with him and made some changes to his DNA. Because he's always, Mr. Sinister's always looking for something, to mutant DNA. All right, Happy. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out with us. So yeah, I mean, there's that too. So you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. All right, folks. That's all I got. There won't be a show next week. So because Zolacon's next week, and I gotta get up early Saturday to go pick up just Jay Hernandez to hang out with him as Zolacon, Tim, and Art, and probably big Mr. Enditry, because you just can't teach that. And who else ever may show up? Maybe see Matthew, a Wild Matthew, and Jay Shot in the Wild. I mean, Matthew or Jay Shot in the Wild, I should say. But yeah. So stay safe. If you're on the East Coast and snowstorms coming for you, be safe. Staying home. Make sure you got your groceries ready and you're comfortable. And if you're not East Coast, be thankful because you ain't got to worry about shoveling no snow. So have a great weekend. I hope you all enjoy. If you have a 3-day weekend, enjoy it. If you don't, enjoy the weekend as it is. Hope you find everything you're looking for. Hope you have a great time. Enjoy your loved ones. Be safe. Make the seesaw with your hand. That says Zola. Oh, Bart. Your back still hurts from Tuesday. What happened Tuesday, Dom? I'm trying to remember what happened Tuesday. Yeah, maybe Omega. Maybe. Maybe one day. When I'm ready to retire, I'll probably move to the West Coast. So, Oh, shoveling. Oh, wow. Yes, right. Y'all, yeah, because y'all got like a foot of snow. I forgot. Yeah. We had so it was weird. So we had snow and it was gone like by midday. Like it was coming down and then it was like it just all melted and washed away super quick. Like there was no it just looked like it rained and everything was just wet. That was it. So we didn't really get hit that hard with the snow. Yes, yeah. I'm not down for earthquakes. I don't want my house sinking into the ground. Did my whole collection. Now the Earth's got a new action figure collection all of a sudden. It's like, look at my collection. Look at all these cool figures I stole from the people above me. Besides, that's Mole Man. It's not Earthquakes, it's Mole Man. It's Mole Man taking your figures away from you. That's what happens. His little moloids are taking those figures away from you. He's building up a great collection of action figures now. And he's thanking you for it. That's what's happening. But you all stay safe. Have a good time. Enjoy. And just be the best possible human being that you can be. All right. See ya.